All right, go. I suggest you guys get a skinny brush and get out your paints. This is a skinny tip brush because we are working on ornaments. And our goal today for this master class is to go from dark to light. So instead of starting lighter with white and go to darker, I'm gonna do opposite and start with dark. So whatever colors you have, I'm gonna mix blue with pink because pink is a light red to make a shade I like. Start with your darkest color and start at the outside of your ornament or your canvas. All right, so you see how dark I'm starting? And actually, I'm going to do a little drop of purple because I want my blue to get a little darker, and if I do purple or red, it'll be darker at the edges. And then we're gonna slowly go what's called feathering back and forth, and practice on your paper if you don't want to mess up your canvas, which is a wood ornament piece. So I'm going back and forth, feathering or blending. Okay, once I got my darkest, I'm gonna add just a little bit of white and pull it in. I'm not mixing it all up like soup, so I'm just mixing a little bit of white in, and I'm gonna go to the next shade or tint, slowly going inward. And this time, I'm gonna feather going this direction, back and forth. Kind of like stitching. You guys ever do sewing where you go back and forth like this? Do you see the way I'm using my brush? Back and forth. Feathering. It's called feathering or blending if you go back and forth. And I'm teaching you not to use water, but a dry brush technique. Say if my brush is getting too muddy, I'm gonna dry it off. Then with practice on my paper, see I have no paint on there, then I'm gonna go back and do another dry brush technique where I'm going back and forth. Do you see the way I'm moving my brush? And that's called feathering. And does that look a little bit natural where I'm going back and forth? Some people like using circulation, like I taught you guys, like right with pencil. Can even do circulation. Does that look like a little bit of a fade? Now, I want the fade even lighter, so I'm gonna add more what? White. I'm gonna add more white, a little more pink and purple. Whatever shade it is, you could do this with just one color. Yeah, I like the colors you chose. And now I'm gonna add more white and test it. You could always test it on your paper here, right? If you think you're gonna mess up. And then do another lighter back and forth, blending or feathering. Yeah, you got it. And I'm going back and forth in towards where the light is gonna hit. And I have this scene where you're kind of peeking through the trees. Oh, hey, I am recording, and thank you so much for these new brushes. Ooh, I love bamboo brushes. I appreciate it. Yay, we just got new brushes delivered. We have an amazing office staff. Is that great? Bravo, bravo for our team here at our school. All right, so we're going in circles, circulation, or back and forth. Some people like cross-hatching and to show it.
I'll just finish my outline.
All right. Well, next, I'm going to be helping you and ending the video. Next, I'm going to end with white. All the way, just pure white in the middle. And I'm testing it on the side. And I'm starting right here. And that's where the lightest light is going to be in the middle. So now that you're seeing me how to do it, you're going to be able to take your time. I'm going back and forth. You could do cross-hatching to look at your sky you want, or you could go circulation, seeing which way you like to blend it a little more. Now, I'm trying to have this like a nighttime sky, and I'm gonna probably do, instead of 2 birds on a branch, I'm probably gonna either do a bat, an owl, or an angel for my silhouette. All right, but did you see how you went from dark to light? Right? No? No? All right. So you got your darkest. Next, you get those colors, mix them with white.
Which colors?
Your 2 colors you have here, mix it with white and get a little bit of lighter shade of those colors. Does that make sense right there? So you got that next color. Yeah. Now mix that up with your colors that you already used. So your next color, your next tint or shade closest to the dark is a shade, not your darkest, but your next lighter shade. And then you add more white and get lighter. So dark to lighter, the lighter. All right, so let me show you that up close. Darker, lighter, lighter. And we're feathering or using circulation, depending on which technique you like.
Which one?
Yeah.
That?
Yeah, go like that to start. And look at this as your example. Next, I'm on my silhouette. Are you guys on your silhouette? Do you want me to wait for my silhouette? I like doing it with pencil. Or not, yeah, you could do it in pencil. You could map it out. You can draw it first, or you could go right to painting it if you know what you're doing. But I always tell you guys, use the internet, look at what you're looking at, In my other class, we're studying Frederick Casper, and he does great at doing trees and a cross on a hill. I might do something like that because this is a Christmas ornament and it's for Christmas. And I'm gonna be inspired by Frederick Casper, and I'm gonna do a cross. Do you wanna do a cross, or you're thinking of, what are you gonna do on your Christmas ornament? Have you guys thought of anything? Ugh. Sorry, I'm trying to open this new black. If you're watching, we're getting our brand new supplies out for our Thanksgiving, to bring home Thanksgiving. The first Christmas craft. Yeah, you got it.
Now what?
Now, if you want it all stripey like that, keep it. And that's what you get to do. Now you're gonna add another layer. Oh no, you wanna blend it more? Now you're gonna go back and forth like this or circularization.
Wait, this way?
But wipe off your brush first. Yeah, so you wanna do a dry brush technique. You got your paper towel there, right? Now try to blend that color with the other one by going back and forth. Blending.
Oh, okay.
All right, do you see how smooth that looks right there from that color to that color? All right, while you're working on that, to make this video lesson short and sweet, I'm gonna do a little drop of black. Here and at Hope International School, we try to teach you guys to get a pea-size amount, spin the brush so it's pointy. Then, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna do a hill for my silhouette, and I'm gonna be inspired by Frederick Casper of the 1800s, the Romantic period, and I'm gonna very carefully put my hand down like it's a base and try to go really straight with my cross. Do another Duncan Black, spin it, and his cross goes at a diagonal like that. Then, if you wanna do something like this that I think's Christmassy, he has what to me, I'm spinning my brush so it gets pointy, looks like Christmas trees all around his hill. So I'm gonna start to do a tree. I'm starting like this, with just the trunk of the tree. And I'm going around, doing the trees getting smaller as they come down, all right? You guys see how to do this? Once I teach you how to do a dry brush foliage on the tree technique, you're gonna probably always do it, and that's one thing Bob Ross is known for, teaching people how to quickly use acrylic and get these techniques. So I got my black on there. Now I'm gonna push my brush like this till I get that look. See the edge is all frayed? Now that I got that, I got some black on there. I'm gonna do some foliage, and you should practice. So Jabari, I know you said, what do I do? So you practice on your sheet here. You see my practice sheet? And you remember how to do that, the foliage on the tree? If you want to, this is where you're gonna add your personal expression. I'm gonna add my foliage very carefully on my tree so it looks a little more like a Christmas tree. And then I'm probably going to, I don't know if I'm gonna do a bat or an angel flying in the silhouette. That's where I probably am gonna use my thin line Sharpie and put a little silhouette of an angel right there by doing a head, a robe, and 2 wings of an angel.
You said not do pure white in the middle?
Yeah, pure white in the middle. You got it. So that angel's gonna go there with a thin Sharpie, but this end of this lesson, I'm gonna get the foliage on here. And probably just spin my brush, use the tip, and get a little more on my trees, looking a little more like Casper's Christmas trees, where he's going a little bit up with his foliage. Alrighty, and should I do a star on the tree? I don't know, I think it would look more like a Christmas tree. Maybe a little star on the tree. All right, so there's one example. You guys are rocking it. I try to make my lessons short and sweet to show you different choices. The whole idea was going from dark to light. You guys, I love how you did the turquoise and you did the purple there. So I'm gonna end with what you guys are doing, blending with, for this video lesson to be short and sweet. Oops, that's my green tape. I've had actually taped. There we go. We got the light purple. I had taped this on, and we got the turquoise. Over and out from today's lesson.